Welcome back. Today, we're counting down the 10 toughest towns to live in across Mississippi. Mississippi is famous for its music, food, and southern hospitality. But not every town is thriving. Some communities face real struggles: high crime, poverty, and unemployment. This isn't about bashing Mississippi or its people. It's about honest travel and raising awareness. We're using hard data to rank these towns. So, if you're from one, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let's jump in, starting with number 10. Number 10 is Jackson, the state capital and the largest city in Mississippi. Nestled along the Pearl River, Jackson is a place where Southern tradition meets modern ambition, and its story is as complex as it is compelling. As the cultural heart of Mississippi, Jackson is home to a vibrant art scene, historic theaters, and a deep musical legacy that echoes through its streets. The city's museums, festivals, and local cuisine draw visitors from across the region, eager to experience its unique blend of history and creativity. Jackson boasts a rich history, especially as a center of the civil rights movement. The Mississippi Civil Rights Museum stands as a powerful reminder of the city's role in shaping the nation's story, while local musicians keep the spirit of blues and gospel alive. But beneath the surface, Jackson faces serious challenges. It's plagued by one of the highest crime rates in the country, with both violent and property crimes affecting daily life for many residents. Safety is a constant concern, and the impact of crime can be felt in neighborhoods across the city, making it difficult for families and businesses to thrive. Economic struggles are everywhere. Poverty rates are high, and many residents face limited access to good jobs, quality education, and reliable transportation. Decades of disinvestment have left entire neighborhoods with abandoned homes, overgrown lots, and a sense of neglect that's hard to ignore. Infrastructure issues like the ongoing water crisis have made national headlines and exposed deep-rooted problems with the city's aging systems. Residents have faced boil water notices, unreliable service, and uncertainty about the future. While there are pockets of revitalization, restored buildings, new businesses, and community projects, much of the city still faces urban decay and a landscape dotted with abandoned properties. Jackson's potential is huge, with passionate residents and leaders working to turn things around, but the challenges are just as big and require long-term solutions. It's a city fighting to balance its proud history and cultural achievements with a tough present, determined to create a better future for the next generation. That's why Jackson lands at number 10, a city of resilience, hope, and ongoing struggle, where the story is still being written. Number 9 is Greenville, a delta town with deep roots in agriculture and the blues. Once a bustling river port, Greenville now faces overwhelming poverty, one of the highest rates in the state. Job opportunities are scarce, especially for young people, leading to a steady population decline. The downtown is dotted with empty storefronts and abandoned buildings. Local businesses struggle to survive in a shrinking economy. The lack of economic diversity makes recovery difficult. Greenville's riverside charm and heritage are undeniable, but daily life is a struggle for many. High poverty and limited jobs keep Greenville on this list. That's why it's our number 9 toughest town. At number 8, we have Meridian, once a booming railroad hub. Its historic downtown and landmarks hint at a proud past, but the city is shrinking fast. Young people and families are leaving for better opportunities, draining the tax base and local businesses. Entertainment and amenities are limited, making it hard to attract or keep residents. The job market is stagnant, with few high-paying positions to draw new talent. Meridian's best days feel behind it, and the future is uncertain. The city's struggle to reinvent itself lands it at number 8. Meridian is holding on, but just barely. Number 7 is Vicksburg, a city rich in Civil War history and antebellum architecture. While tourists flock to its historic sites, residents face crumbling infrastructure, bad roads, aging water systems, and neglected public buildings. Crime, especially property crime, is a constant worry. The economy relies heavily on tourism and casinos, which offer mostly low-wage, unstable jobs. Efforts to diversify the economy have struggled, leaving many residents vulnerable. The contrast between Vicksburg's storied past and its present challenges is stark. It's a city in need of major investment and new opportunities. That's why Vicksburg is number 7. Number 6 is Clarksdale, a small Mississippi town legendary for its deep blues heritage and the haunting soundtracks that echo from its street corners and porches. This is the birthplace of legends, where the Crossroads myth was born, and the spirit of the Delta blues still lingers in the humid air. Iconic juke joints and vibrant music festivals draw tourists from around the world, all eager to experience the authentic roots of American music. On weekends, the town pulses with energy as visitors pack into clubs, hoping to catch a glimpse of the next great blues artist. But beneath the surface, Clarksdale faces a much harsher reality. Locals struggle with massive unemployment and a lack of stable, well-paying jobs. Many families are caught in a relentless cycle of joblessness with few opportunities to break free. Basic amenities like grocery stores and healthcare are hard to find, and the public schools are chronically underfunded. Children often attend classes in aging buildings with limited resources, while parents worry about access to medical care and fresh food. Food deserts are common, forcing residents to travel long distances for groceries. Outside the tourist core, the struggle is even more apparent. Urban decay is everywhere. Abandoned homes and shuttered businesses line the streets, painting a stark contrast to the lively music scene. The population keeps shrinking as more and more people leave in search of better prospects elsewhere. Families pack up and say goodbye, hoping for a brighter future beyond Clarksdale's city limits. Clarksdale is a paradox, world famous for its music and culture, yet struggling for survival in almost every other way. The economic hardship is real, and the divide between the tourist experience and daily life for residents is impossible to ignore. For every note played in a juke joint, there's a story of hardship just outside the door. That's why Clarksdale is number 6. Behind the blues, life is tough, and the struggle for a better tomorrow continues every day. Number 5 is Canton, known for its charming courthouse square and Christmas festival. But beneath the surface, Canton's schools are among the lowest performing in the state, limiting opportunities for kids. Poverty is widespread, and the job market is dominated by low-wage positions. Crime rates are high enough to worry residents and deter new businesses. The city's public image doesn't match the daily struggles many face. Canton is a town of contrasts. Picture perfect on the outside, but tough on the inside. That's why it's number 5. Number 4 is Yazoo City, a place with a unique name and a troubled reality. Violent crime rates are shockingly high for a town its size, creating a climate of fear. Economic opportunity is scarce. Most industries have disappeared, leaving deep poverty. The lack of jobs fuels the cycle of crime and hopelessness. There's little for young people to do, and few amenities to keep families in town. Yazoo City's literary history can't mask its daily struggles. It's a community fighting hard, but the odds are steep. That's why Yazoo City is number 4. Number 3 is Greenwood, a Delta town with a powerful civil rights legacy. Today it's marked by economic decline. Once a cotton powerhouse, now plagued by high poverty and unemployment. Healthcare access is limited, with a struggling hospital and few doctors. The population is shrinking as young people leave for better opportunities. Empty homes and storefronts are everywhere, a reminder of what's been lost. Greenwood's history is important, but its present is defined by hardship. The city is fighting for survival, but the challenges are immense. That's why Greenwood is our number 3. Number 2 is Macomb, a former railroad town now struggling with high unemployment and economic stagnation. The loss of railroad jobs left a vacuum that's never been filled. There's little tourism, few attractions, and a rundown downtown full of vacant buildings. Infrastructure is aging, and public spaces are neglected. The lack of opportunity and visible decay make it hard to attract new residents or businesses. Macomb is drifting, with few signs of recovery. It's a tough place to build a future. That's why Macomb is number 2. And at number 1, the most challenging town to live in Mississippi, Natchez. This city, perched on the bluffs of the Mississippi River, is a place where history and hardship collide. Natchez is a town that wears its past proudly, but its present is far more complicated. Known for its stunning antebellum homes, grand oak-lined streets, and breathtaking river views, Natchez draws thousands of tourists every year. Visitors come to marvel at the architecture and soak in the southern charm, making it a tourism magnet. But beneath the surface, the city faces a crisis that's hard to ignore. Since 2000, Natchez has lost nearly a third of its population, a staggering decline more often seen in places hit by natural disasters or economic collapse. Entire neighborhoods have emptied out, and for sale signs are a common sight on quiet streets. The local economy is almost entirely dependent on low-wage tourism jobs. positions in hotels, restaurants, and souvenir shops. There's little in the way of industry or high-paying work, leaving many residents with few options to get ahead. As a result, young people are leaving in droves, searching for better opportunities in bigger cities. Schools have fewer students, and the community is aging rapidly, with many families split apart by the need to move elsewhere. The poverty rate here is high, and the city is sharply divided. On one side, you have wealthy preservationists who maintain the historic mansions and host lavish events. On the other, everyday residents struggle with limited prospects, shuttered businesses, and a lack of resources. Natchez is a beautiful place to visit, with its picturesque streets and rich history. But for those who call it home, building a stable life here is a daily challenge. The playgrounds are often empty, and the sense of community is fading as more people leave. Its postcard-perfect exterior hides a deep economic and demographic collapse. Behind the grand facades, many storefronts are boarded up, and entire blocks sit vacant, echoing with memories of better days. Natchez is the ultimate paradox: gorgeous, historic, and yet steadily emptying out. The contrast between restored mansions and decaying homes is stark, a daily reminder of the city's struggles. That's why Natchez tops our list. A city of beauty and history, but also of hardship and decline, a place where the past is ever present, and the future remains uncertain. That's our countdown of Mississippi's 10 toughest towns. Each has its own story, proud people, real struggles, and hope for change. This isn't a final judgment, just a snapshot based on data. With the right investment and community spirit, any of these towns could turn things around. If you found this video helpful, subscribe and join our community for more honest stories. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and see you next time.